Good evening. We're here today with Udit Patel. He lives here in Rochester, and about 5 years ago, he brought an issue to the attention of the city. He had a big erosion problem in his backyard. It took literally 4 years before the solution was implemented, but how we got there is a surprising story.
Uh, Initially, we purchased this house in about 2014, and at that time, we weren't aware of any erosion issue. But over the years, what I saw was the soil underneath it kept eroding. That's when it kind of first came to my attention that there is an erosion issue going on, and it seems to be getting worse every year by year. At a certain point in a couple of years, I kind of got concerned that the erosion is not arresting itself, and it's a waterway is passing through my property, and that water was responsible for basically causing the erosion. But yeah, I basically contacted them, and they sent some people out to kind of take a look at it. If when they had initially built that waterway, if right at the outlet they had put some sort of barriers, it could be a very simple barrier, rocks, or uh, there are various ways to kind of arrest it. But if they had that, then I think that we wouldn't have had this issue, neither in that property itself where it originates, and neither in my property. They looked at it and they assessed that yes, there is erosion going on, and yes, the erosion, what's responsible for the erosion is the runoff of the water, and they also assessed how long that erosion was. So uh, they came, they checked, and they verified yes, there is an erosion issue, and yes, it is because of the water running through. At some point, the communication stopped. The HOA basically, again, we went through the process of setting up the meeting with the city folks, and we all kind of came together, my neighbor included, who's to the right of me. We all came together and we looked at it together that yes, there's an erosion issue, and yes, it needs to be addressed. Initially, as far as I know, that yes, there was some commitment, though it wasn't on a piece of paper, but verbally they were amicable to helping out. The extent of it wasn't talked about, but they were amicable to helping out initially. I do think that the city should have contributed, and amongst the parties that were involved, it was settled as reasonably, as amicably to kind of move forward with the issue, because everybody was aware that, oh, there is an issue and we need to fix it. So everybody came together and did the right thing. I would have expected the right thing from the city, but anyways, HOA, the neighbor, and myself, we all came together and we made sure the project kind of moved along because there was an issue and it needed to be addressed.
What changes would you like to see in how the city handles an issue like this in the future if it were to happen to someone else?
I would hope that there is a reasonableness and fairness applied. At times, not everything can be legally documented or put on paper, but if there is reasonableness and fairness, I think, and in this case, reasonableness and fairness should have been applied to see who should be responsible. And in this case, city has not paid a dime, which is, it's jaw dropping to me, given where the source of the issue is. I think that tax dollars are paid by everybody in the city, so it should be fairly distributed. And in case of, if there are certain issues with wherever there are associations, if there are issues, then, and if they are clearly paying sufficiently in the tax pool, they should again be fairly treated. And case in point, what's happening on my property.